You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
2023, we need to get our premiere on. Dominic Perrottet, welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey guys, how you going? Happy New Year.
Welcome, great to have you on. Here we go, we're back into it.
Oh, Dom, you know, we need to address it. We need to get it out of the way straight away.
Dom doesn't want to talk about it,
It is
mate.
the big question that we need to ask straight up. Whose side are you on, Michael Clark's or Carl Stefanovic's, Dom?
I think I'll stay out of that one, guys. Wild.
Where were you on the 17th of December? Sexing out.
I'm just glad it wasn't me.
It's a bit ugly, isn't it, Dom? It is a little bit ugly.
It is a little bit ugly. No, Dom, thanks for coming on. We're very, very excited because in the next couple of days, and when does this happen, especially in the building industry at the moment, that something gets completed 2 months earlier, Dom?
What?
Can you announce to everyone?
Under our government. Under our government, Fitzy.
It's extraordinary,
no,
mate.
this is to go from Parramatta to the airport, and how many traffic lights are we going to be bypassing by getting into this tunnel, Dom?
52 from Penrith.
Wow.
So you think about this: if you're in the Blue Mountains and you want to travel to the airport, once we finish the next part, which is Gateway, you will not have to drive through one set of traffic lights.
That's amazing.
So we think the saving of time here is around 40 minutes. So this is when we started this massive WestConnex project years ago. This one we're opening tonight is the M4, M8 connection, so St Peters into Haberfield. We started that in 2018, and it's a 7.5 kilometre tunnel.
Yep.
Look, it's going to make a real difference. But these are the major projects, and one of the great things about them, guys, is that when I go around to all of the construction that's happening across the state, with so many people go from one of our projects to the next project to the next project. So
Jobs.
during the pandemic, it's jobs all the way through. There's hundreds of thousands of jobs on all of these major infrastructure projects. And at the end, you get to work quicker, home faster, and spend more time with your family.
Dom, can I ask, when they launch a new cruise ship, they will smash and swing a bottle of champagne, often in a sock, into the side of it. How do you open a tunnel? What sort of celebration do you have for that big thing?
I think it's pretty lame this morning. I think we're just cutting a ribbon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got the scissors out again. Another
but
big day on the
they'll play around.
scissors.
They'll play around with the lights and things like that. I'm sure the construction teams have been up overnight working something out.
7.5 kilometres long. As Premier and coming up to a state election, can you see the light at the end of the tunnel there?
Very good.
Oh,
very good tie-in.
Very good. Very good, Wippa. No, look, it's hard work, right? But the states, we're doing a lot. The states, heading in a very strong direction, and we've got the economic plan to take it forward. And it's not just for us; it's for generations to come. And these projects, as you know, they don't happen overnight. This one started, as I said, in 2018, but it's this project, the North Connex project, which has cleared a whole lot of trucks off Penn Hills Road, people getting up to the Central Coast faster. So we just got to keep building, keep moving forward.
How much is it going to cost? Have you worked that out yet, Dom?
Well, this project is $16.8 billion. Yep. But as part of that, we completed a transaction which set up a West Invest fund of $5 billion, which we're investing in road projects, schools, public spaces all through Western Sydney. And in relation to the toll, the toll for this section, the M4 M8, is $5.65, but the whole section is capped at $11.11.
Right, so you capped it. That's good.
So we've capped it.
Yeah.
As well, it's all about choice, right? You don't if you don't want to use the motorway, you don't have to. You can use Parramatta Road, and that's now flowing faster. And I make this point. Could you imagine if we never built this road?
Oh, Parramatta
Road, it would be an absolute car park.
Oh, my
There's a lot
God.
of opposition to this, but I don't know. People have different views on it, but if we stop building, the state stalls, and we don't go forward. And the other point I'd make for your listeners, from the 24th of January, we have a toll relief package that comes in. That's 40% off your tolls. If you spend more than $375 on tolls a year, you get 40% back up to $750 a year. So that will also help.
Great, and you're looking after because you know what, we do have some. We have some hoons out there that like to speed, Dom. But you know what? There are a lot of great drivers out there that do the right thing, and you're deciding to look after those drivers. I really do like this. So is it a 3-year perfect record? You're going to be looked after a little bit more, Dom?
Yep. So if you haven't had an infringement for 3 years, and then when you get your next infringement, we'll waive the fine.
Wow.
So
Okay.
now that's for low range offences.
Okay.
But if you've got a good driving record, if you're doing the right thing. I was out yesterday with the Prime Minister announcing $100 million for a road out in near the Hawkesbury, Bell's line of road. So we're making sure that our roads are safer, but at the same time we want to help people who are doing the right thing with put a bit more money back in their pocket.
I'm glad you said low range, because I said if you had 3 years perfect driving record, I mean, you could go 200 in out the front of a primary school, couldn't you?
It's not an excuse to go wild.
No, you've missed the idea, mate.
Oh.
And is a parking fine considered an infringement on your driving record? Really? I mean, there's
it's not. The parking fines are issued by council. And when I was treasurer, we cut all the state parking fines and encouraged councils, of which many of the councils jumped on board to cut their fines. But I'd still like to see them do more in that space, because some of the parking fines for councils are just out of control.
Dom, besides the election, let's turn to the home front with Helen. 7 kids. That's 1 kid for every kilometre of the tunnel. Knowing that we're going to go over 8, should we suggest that there's an announcement soon, mate? On your 8th kid, or is that...
No, but you're right. It's 7.5 kilometres, so let's not get the idea.
There's the announcement.
So you're trying.
Oh, my God.
There is no way in the world leading up to an election that you would even be thinking about any of that at the moment, Dom.
Mate, it's crack of dawn to the end of the day, mate. It's flat out. But, as I said, guys, I think the state's in a very good space. There's a lot happening. We've got the lowest unemployment rate. Everyone who wants a job can get one in this state. It's been the best job market in the history of New South Wales, and that's really good because that provides for our family. The economy is the engine room of the country, and we've got a long-term economic plan to drive our state forward.
Yeah, no,
Love it, buddy.
We know how busy
Thank
you
you,
are,
mate.
Premier. Yeah, stick to the suits. No more fancy dress as well, and we appreciate you coming on the show, Dom.
Thanks, guys.
Go and cut a ribbon. See you, mate. Bye-bye.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.